This is the second reflection under the heading of Now. I'm going to reflect on a piece from the book of Job. Job is wrestling with the suffering of the world, particularly his own suffering. It's outrageous. He encounters God, the living God, the God of the burning bush, the God in this moment. And God says to Job, "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundations? Tell me, since you are so well informed. Who decided the dimensions of it? Do you know? Or who stretched the measuring line across it? What supports its pillars at their bases? Who laid its cornerstone when all the stars of the morning were singing with joy, and the sons of God in chorus were chanting praise? Who pent up the sea behind closed doors when it leapt tumultuous out of the womb, when I wrapped it in a robe of mist and made black clouds its swaddling bands? When I marked the bounds it was not to cross and made it fast with a bolted gate? Come thus far, I said, and no farther. Here your proud waves shall break." This is from Job chapter 38, verses 4 through 11. It's another approach to the mystery that Moses encountered on the Mount of Horeb. Moses was confronted with a terrible prospect of going down to Pharaoh, where he was wanted for murder, and saying, "Let my people go. I want to lead them forth." Job encounters the mystery of God, the I am who I am, in another way. How can suffering be? You say you love us. You say you are with us. What does your promise mean? What can your promise be worth? Your being present. Surely we can't trust you. Surely we must take control. And God answers in this way. Again, it's exactly the same response as he gave to Moses. I am who I am. Trust me. Do not be afraid. I am with you. The story of Job, however, adds a dimension to it. The promise of God to be with us, the urging to trust him, is not about optimism, cheap triumphs or victories that will, in fact, in a roundabout sort of way, satisfy our desire to be in charge, our desire to have the world unfold as we would like it, as would make us comfortable. God is God, absolutely sovereign, inviolable. God is saying, accept my will at this moment, on this day, in this now. Things might be falling apart, but don't forget, I'll be there as who I am. Shall I be there? Don't focus on what you would like to be in place so that you could feel once more in charge, in control. Remind yourself, here in the chaos, in the threat of it all, in the tragedy of it all, my presence. This is part of the scandalous love of God that will be manifest in a magnificent but a horrifying way on Calvary. It will be the role of Thomas, the one we remember as the doubting one, the skeptic, to remind us, to announce, to bear witness that God's love is nowhere more manifest than in the wounds. in the tragedy that Jesus bore in his own flesh. Being in the now, trusting God, does not necessarily mean being comfortable or having things turn out as I would like. It means that an individual person like Jesus himself may bear the wounds of tragedy, may bear the pain and suffering of an encounter with evil that will be overcome in the end, but today overcomes us, seems to win. That doesn't take away the validity of the promise. That doesn't take away the capacity of the now, this moment, this place, these circumstances, as the incarnational context within which I encounter the mystery of God, the I am who I am, the one who is with me, who is saying in some peculiar, difficult way, let me love you into freedom.